Hello, everybody. I'm Bayezanati, Kumar University of Science and Technology, Department of English. In this video, I will show you how to write a definition paragraph. Now, let me share the PowerPoint slides. Let's see what a definition means. A definition gives the meaning of something. For example, if you check the word calculator in the dictionary, you will see its definition, like something used for doing mathematical calculations, in particular, a small electronic device with a keyboard and visual display. This is the definition of the word calculator. The purpose of a definition paragraph is to explain a word or might be a concept that may be unfamiliar or unknown to the reader. Writers often have reasons to define a word. So writers may use a term the reader may not know, so they have to define it and give the reader its definition. Or the term might have a subjective meaning, which means that people can have somewhat different definitions for the term. So the writer has to let the learners know which definition they mean. Or there might be a different definition than experts or the dictionary. And sometimes there is a disagreement about definition of a term by experts. Now let's go to the structure of this definition paragraph. So like other paragraphs, a definition paragraph has a topic sentence at the beginning. The main idea of the writer is in the topic sentence. Then we have supporting ideas, and we give details to each supporting idea. So if you have 3 supporting ideas in your paragraph, you have to give detail to each of them. And you finalize your paragraph by writing a concluding sentence that reflects the main idea in the topic sentence, but in different words. Let's start with the topic sentence. We have 2 common ways to write a topic sentence. So you may give a dictionary definition, or you may give your own definition. But while writing your own definition, you include the category, the class that the word belongs to, and the identifier that makes the word unique in that specific category. It explains, the word and the category. If you look at these 2 examples, you will see what we mean by category and identifier. So we want to define the word downtime. So to which class the word downtime belongs? Actually, it belongs to time. So it is in an inactive time. So a kind of time. And then among the time, different kinds of time, we define it, we identify it for the reader. So you say inactive time between periods of week. So by using identifiers, you explain and clarify the category more to make it distinguished from other words in the category. A precocious child, the word phrase is here. A precocious child, it belongs to the category and class of people. So a precocious child is a person. Then what kind of person? A person who shows maturity beyond their years. We have identified the category by using the identifier who shows maturity beyond their years. After writing the topic sentence, we have to define the topic sentence, give more supports and write supporting sentences. We will have some ways to define a term, and you can use which one do you think fits your paragraph. So you might identify the things that make the term easy to recognize. So what do you mean by the word phrase, a precocious child? So a precocious child is more advanced or mature than other children her own age. Here, we make the word easier to understand for the readers by using this explanation. You might compare the word to similar ideas. Among different kinds of children, a precocious child is often referred to as gifted ones. You might also show a negative explanation. Here we do not talk about what a precocious child is. We say a child who is not precocious will show development right on target with his peers. And finally, you may give some examples and explanations. For example, when you talk about a precocious child, you can write, for example, some children use extremely advanced vocabulary when they speak. They are taught as precocious if this occurs at a very young age. This explanation belongs to the word precocious child, and you give explanation and examples to define your word in order to make it easier to understand for the readers. So far, we have talked about the topic sentence and the supporting ideas, but we should give each supporting idea some details. In fact, we paint the pictures with words. Details are super important in the definition of a paragraph. If you use the technique, identify the things that make the term easy to recognize, and you'll have a supporting idea such as a child who is precocious is more advanced or mature than other children her own age. You might make it clearer by using an example. Here is an example for a precocious child. For example, this can be seen when some of these children start reading when they are still very young. So precocious children start reading at a very young age. They actually teach themselves, so they are their own teachers, how to read at 2 or 3 years old. At a very young age, they teach themselves how to read. This is a detail for a supporting idea. And finally, we get to the concluding sentence. We remind the readers of the topic sentence. We make them thinking about your topic, your paragraph. So if your topic sentence is according to Merriam-Webster's online dictionary, the term precocious means exhibiting mature qualities at an early age. So we might write a concluding sentence that reflects the idea in the topic sentence. You will use a transition and maybe add some other words. And you might have a sentence like this. In the end, it is important to remember that precocious children still need love and guidance like other children, even though they have some amazing abilities. If we compare these two sentences, you will see, exhibiting mature qualities at an early age. So other children will show these actually qualities. Like other children, precocious children need love, guidance, support on behalf of their parents, their teachers, and you have finalized your paragraph in such a sentence. After writing all parts of a definition paragraph, you will have a paragraph like this. So let's go to the next slide and see all parts of a definition paragraph. Yes. The sentence in yellow is the topic sentence. Those in blue are supporting ideas. Those in white are details to supporting ideas. And finally, the last sentence is the concluding sentence. Let's review what we have already studied. So in order to write a definition paragraph, you might give a dictionary or your own definition of the term, choose some of the mentioned ways to define the term to support a definition, and then give more details to your supporting ideas. And finally, you write a conclusion. The conclusion should include the main idea in the topic sentence. You can do it. Now, you know how to write a clear and effective definition paragraph. Thank you for paying attention.